2020 has come and gone, and what a year it was. While the year had no shortage of challenges, there was plenty of growth, and as a community, we had so much to be proud of. To kick off the year, the final report for the Arts and Culture Facility Plan and Conceptual Design was presented to Council. Later in the year, we finalized the Arts, Culture, and Heritage Action Plan. The plan is our roadmap toward a more inclusive and creative future that supports the arts, culture, and our heritage. We continued working alongside regional partners to develop the Regional Transit Services Commission. The RTSC aims to improve public transit within the region and create a connected transit network to better serve our growing communities. The commission has since been approved and work is now underway. 2020 was a big year for transit. Together with the City of Spruce Grove, we created the Accessible Transportation Service for seniors and people in our communities living with disabilities.
So Accessible Transportation Service is the newly merged service between the town's former Handybus service and STS, which was Specialized Transportation in Spruce Grove. And we transport door-to-door seniors and residents with mobility challenges to get them where they need to go to have a great quality of life.
The ATS wasn't the only transit service on the agenda. The town worked on developing our own local transit too. We launched an online survey and hosted a series of pop-up events and open houses for residents to share their thoughts on which bus route would work best for our community. With our route ready to go, we got to work on constructing the bus stops. Come spring 2021, this spot will be one of the many spots for our local buses. In addition to making our community more accessible through public transit, we wanted to make sure there were also options for alternative means of travel. Stony Plain is home to an extensive trail network, 68 kilometers of trails to be exact. Through the active transportation strategy, we gathered feedback from residents on how we can go further and improve sidewalks, trails, and roads in our community. Things are looking good here in Stony Plain. What the? COVID-19? Let's get to work. With the province going into lockdown due to a global health pandemic, a lot of us felt lost, worried, and even a little frustrated. We created the Mayor's Task Force to include two streams focused on responding to COVID-19. The social and economic streams of the task force worked to examine how the community was impacted and brainstorm ways to best support our residents and businesses. Between keeping up with public health orders and taking care of our own mental and physical health, things got pretty hectic around here. It hasn't been easy, but our community stayed strong.
One day, we'll be looking back on this and we'll say, aren't you happy that we did it our way? Everyone we knew was saying no way, but we were never listening anyway. So don't be just standing in the doorway. Don't you know we gotta hit the highway? Darling, this is gonna be a good day. And I've gotta say that I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. One day, I'll be looking back on this and I'll say, I'm so happy that you said you would stay. There were times I know that I was crazy, fraying at the edges and you saved me. I'm losing count of chances that you gave me. You're laughing at me dancing really badly and telling me the reasons why you'd gladly do it all again. Cause I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing.
Our Stony Plain Together video was a big hit. Within a day, it had over 30,000 views. Since its release, it has reached over 110,000 people on Facebook. The town introduced a utility and property tax deferral program for residents in need of financial support. In total, approximately 350 residents signed up for the utility deferral and almost 700 for the property tax deferral program. Supporting our business community was more important than ever. Local businesses were offered a 50% business license fee rebate to account for the economic downturn, and 98 businesses applied. We also worked alongside the Greater Parkland Regional Chamber of Commerce to promote our entrepreneurs and encourage local shopping throughout the region.
Just what is it about local business that brings our communities together? Is it the short commute, the comfort of familiarity, the consistency and the ease of routine? Or maybe it's you, the familiar faces, the longtime friends, the good mornings, the take cares, the see you again, the smile after a hard night and early morning. You are the local in local business. You are what drives our communities. Thank you for supporting local.
With gathering restrictions and physical distancing guidelines in place, a lot of our local events were canceled. But with little creativity, we kept the spirit alive. We adjusted town favorites like Farmers' Days, Summer Sessions, Canada Day, and Light Up to virtual formats to create safe events the community could enjoy from home. It's not quite the same, but we had fun, right? What's a year in Stony Plain without construction? Between Highway 779 and our own downtown redevelopment, it was another year of road closures, orange fences, detours. Let's take a look. Hello, good morning. This is Mayor William Choi. I'm here downtown at corner of 51st and 50th, and we're just going to take a look at around, see what's happening on the downtown core through the reconstruction. So let's go take a look. Hey, Ahmed, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Nice.
I like that. Twinsies today, yes.
That's pretty cool. Hey, so Ahmed, you're the project manager for the downtown reconstruction project.
Yes.
Nice that we ran into you, actually. I'm here joined with Matt and the guys. We're just going to take a look at and see what's happening on here. So do you want to give us a little tour?
Sure. I'd be happy to. We've done a lot of work here. We have obviously all the nice finished concrete here with the wood colored patterns. We have the street lit bollards that will increase the pedestrian safety in the area.
Like you mentioned these bollards out here earlier, and they're lit. It provides a little bit more light in the community, but it's also for safety for residents and pedestrians, and also safety for the business owner.
Exactly. So if you notice, there's always going to be something in front of every vehicle parking stall. So wherever a vehicle would come in, there's either going to be a light pole, a tree, or a bollard, just so that to make sure that nobody comes over the curb. Really just want to increase the pedestrian traffic and the flow here. So to make sure to increase the safety of the pedestrians, we lessened the distance by building the bulb out here that goes into the intersection. Pedestrians basically will get a much less distance to travel across the road, just in case there are vehicles and so on. So we're just trying to increase their safety.
There's something in the middle of the road now, a circle. But we also have stop signs.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit about that and how that's all going to work together?
The roundabout is there to ease the flow of traffic. We started this intersection as a four-way stop. We didn't want to give the residents and the drivers here in the area too many changes at once. So we're slowly going to be phasing these stop signs into yield signs. We did all the underground work needed up to right where Stony Plain Hotel is. So all these black frames are the tree grates where the trees are going to be planted next year. Right under them we have soil cells. It's an underground drainage system that basically takes excess water and it uses that to water the trees, so we're not wasting that.
So with all the things that we need to be doing next year, what's the estimated time frame to just finish off this phase 4 next year?
So the estimated time for this work here is going to take 4 months.
Ahmed, thank you for your time today, and thank you for showing me around what's happening on phase 3 and 4, what's happening. Definitely I had some questions, and same with the residents, so it's good to actually get some answers from the project manager that's doing and taking care of it for the town.
Well, that's it. We just wanted to thank everybody for their patience during the construction. We know construction is never fun. It was just one of those things that we obviously we had to finish.
Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Our own Shikawi Park welcomed a new look too. The update was created. Stop! No, cut! That was the wrong photo. Nothing to see here, folks. Now, as I was saying, our own Shikawi Park welcomed a new look too. The update has created a larger open space for users and also introduced plants that are more reflective of a traditional Japanese garden. It also celebrates our 35 years of being a sister community with Shikawi. What was with all the dirt piles at Rotary Park? Construction was completed to improve drainage and promote better grass and tree growth. You may have also noticed a new digital sign welcoming you to town. The sign was built in partnership with the Greater Parkland Regional Chamber of Commerce. It's a great advertising tool for both the town and our local businesses. Together with Parkland School Division, we were excited to announce the official land swap agreement. With the agreement in place, construction could begin on the replacement school for Stony Plain Central. The new school is anticipated to open in the fall of 2021. St. John's Public School and Willow Park residents had cause for celebration. The access road, now known as Willow Heights Drive, was completed in the fall. We continue to support sustainability in town through our Don't Just Trash It campaign. This year's focus, electronics.
Excuse me, sir. Smarty Pants here. We have some electronics here to recycle.
You've come to the right place. I'll show you where all your gadgets go. This is where the recyclable electronics are collected. As you can see by the signs on the doors, it helps the visitors sort out what goes where. With Alberta Recycling's new electronics pilot program, there are even more electronics that can be recycled.
Whoa, there's a lot of cool stuff in here.
Hands off the merchandise, Smarty Pants. Once items come into the recycle center, they cannot be taken by other visitors.
Hear that, Grandma and Grandpa? No taking items from the bins.
This year we celebrated the 10th annual Arbor Day. We had to skip the barbecue due to COVID-19, but instead, residents were invited to follow along through our virtual story map to learn more about the importance of tree planting in our community. In October, we launched the Environmental Awareness Survey, inviting residents to share their green ideas. The feedback will be used in the town's new Environmental Master Plan coming soon in 2021. Stony Plain is home to incredible artistic leaders. Throughout the year, we work to showcase the creativity in our community and promote arts and culture. CBC R. Edmonton came to town for a feature on murals in Stony Plain. The tour was aired on TV, hosted on the network's website, and shared in an online article. We became home to new art too. In spring, we launched a graffiti project to engage youth and encourage positive street art at a local skate park.
We're under the tunnel for the train in Stony Plain doing graffiti.
I think absolutely everyone here, they're doing this for the first time. And there's lots of one-on-one instructions, and everybody's kind of doing their own thing so that we are forming that kind of community.
As part of our culture and tourism strategy, we're trying to beautify the town and make it more attractive for residents and to visitors that come visit us.
This whole workshop started off with a little bit of a history lesson. We talked a lot about the history and culture of graffiti and street art. The kids to some new school skills and some techniques, and just letting them have some fun.
The annual awards banquet was canceled, but that didn't stop us from shining light on our local businesses. We presented our Award of Creative Excellence to the Stony Plain and Parkland Pioneer Museum Model Train Exhibit and the Ambassador of Action Award to Whimsical Vintage Creations. The town received a few awards too. For the 8th year in a row, administration received the Canadian Financial Reporting Award from the Government of Finance Officers Association. We were also recognized for sustainable development, and we were selected as the 2020 recipient of the AUMA Sustainability in Action Award. With the year drawing to an end, it was time for the annual corporate planning process. After lengthy discussions in council chambers, the 2021-2023 corporate plan was finalized. Council pushed to keep taxes low and settled at 1.71%. Stony Plain remains at the median of the residential tax rate, and our non-residential tax rate is among the lowest of the urban municipalities in the Edmonton metro region. It was a long and challenging year, but by working together, we pulled through and grew closer as a community. Plans have been disrupted, projects postponed, events canceled. But that didn't stop Stony Plain from looking forward and planning for a prosperous future.